Welcome, everyone, to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, the place simply known to some as the Dome. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes will put it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback on the keeper. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college, we used to play against the Seminoles when they had Peter Warwick and Lavernia schools. And because of their game-breaking ability, it put so much pressure on our defense. I'll tell you, this guy's good enough to, I think, have played on that Seminole offense, and he would have gotten some looks. This guy can make some plays.
Find some fresh air. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. How about this crowd rattling the rafters and trying to help their defense? Power football with the run. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. In a series that's been defined by close games, the last meeting was not that as the Canes blew them away.
And they jumped out all over the Noles early in that game. They kind of established that rhythm and swagger. And, David, you know, when this team gets the swag and they start feeling themselves, it's ball game. It's over.
When they get it going and the talent they always have upper-end talent on their teams. It's just, can they meet that talent? Can they exceed it sometimes, occasionally? They were up for Florida State a year ago. Let's see if Florida State can return the favor.
Crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, and they convert. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Time to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. These two have storied traditions in the history of the sport, but in the not-too-distant past, Miami actually considered giving up football, and Florida State was an afterthought.
Yeah, a lot of people forget back in the day when Miami was in the Big East, right? And Florida State was in the ACC. This was kind of an interconference battle every time they played, but no doubt, David, this game just holds so much more significance to both programs.
Both in the state of Florida. Florida State, Miami, the uniforms are so great, the lineage, the history of the players, so it does. It feels like this rivalry's been playing a lot longer than since 1951.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. Just steamrolling the defense. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
The Canes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it again. Using the quick game. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Going up top on 1st down. He makes the catch. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it in with the run. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. There got caught offside. The penalty will be declined and give him the touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. So a drive there of 85 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Got his man on the right. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And this is why check downs are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
Looking to pass. It's Spears. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Getting some heat. It's complete to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Canes in the hurry up. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. They move the tight end all over. On second down, he'll fire. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Oh, and that's a chance to end that drive right there. Completely wipe out the possibility of any points because, of course, the offense has the ball on their side of the field. That is an interception that he's got to be able to make.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. First down to start the drive after the break. Running back searching for a hole. Able to get one down to the 15. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know.
And into the end zone. It's loose. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Canes.
Number 30 with the carry.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Going for the return. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants.
Hit the afterburners, kid. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
And it was year after year, man. He found so many elite athletes, such good recruiting in the state of Florida. And when the Seminoles get those guys, man, those teams fly.
To throw, it's Spears. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got the quick pass. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice move there. Can anyone catch him? And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Miami!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Smashes him with the stiff arm. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. he was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
They're working that left side. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Unloads it left. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite them.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab over the middle. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening, to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. Looking to throw, it's Spears. Quarterback moving. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything, and the U is...
Got a lot of running room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Canes want to crank the tempo. off the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. He steps out of... He's got enough for a first down.
I think the defense just lost track of where the tight end was. He was running his route to the outside. Nobody there. I think the DBs got occupied by some clear-out routes, so the offense will take it, and we keep the drive alive.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass on second down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And it's slipped out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering? A great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Dumps it to the back. He's got it down the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looking to throw, it's Spears. Gets it out fast. Oh, what a move to get open. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He hurls one deep down the left side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
On second down, wants to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to...
Speeding down the left side. The 40. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all of that athleticism.
Speed and swag. They got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
Looking for a productive play on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Noles will hustle to the line. Quarterback checking the play. Looking for a man. It's Spears. Trying to get to him. Got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, they'll run it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Seminoles send out the punt unit. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line.
The offense will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in the stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top. Got a man, it's Johnson. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Snap it to the back. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. In your own territory, if you don't make it, I mean, it invites disaster, but it's 4th and inches. They had to go for it, and they made it.
If I lost a bunch of weight, I'd be skinny, but I didn't. So go for it every single time. I love it.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Looking to take a shot. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Touchdown, Canes. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
He's going to bring it out from deep. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it inside the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, no! On to attempt the try.
Calls it in and takes it in for the score.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Florida is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in the swamp. They're up by a field goal over Auburn. We'll circle back if anything big happens in a 1 versus 2 matchup you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked. But I won't give him smarts points because he threw in the double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up in the double coverage.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds his man down the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open.
And it's caught inside the 30. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
At the 23. Brings up 2nd down.
After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. The Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. They'll try it on the ground. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. And the Canes with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the single back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Try to barge their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Miami! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
42, Florida State, 21.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fakes the grab on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with the 1st down. The give to the back. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd.
Miami, 42, Florida State, 21.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. To the air, it's Spears. Coming after it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. This is a 3rd and long.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was... He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the pummeling has started. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
Florida State, 21.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Firing to the right, complete. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air, it's Spears. He's right on target.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
He'll pull it on the read. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide.
And the defense brings extra guys. Know they're going to run the football, but what does the quarterback do? Make the right read, pull it, and goes and gets the first down.
And he's also able to use their aggressiveness against him. It's fourth down. They're eager to get him on the ground, and sometimes that creates an out.
And you go right for what you see first. And when you see the read options, the running back first. Can't forget about the quarterback, especially when they can run.
And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Takes it the other way. The 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, K. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Complete to the left. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Spears. He's going up top here late in the game. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. It's complete. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that pass kicked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. but I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you've got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. They'll throw it on first down. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with the score.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the offense will get the ball back, a rather anticlimactic way to celebrate the win. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how